Nobody taught us how to say no. We're taught to be helpful, to always be available, to not say no. We're talking boundaries today. If you're new here, go grab a chair. This would definitely be your favorite podcast. Oh, yes, welcome to the Refresh podcast. I am your host with the most, Adasa. And of course, I have a guest with me, and I would like him to introduce himself for the sake of our newbies on the air.
Alright guys, my name is Makinde Oluwadam Larry, the Ibalode of IMC himself. What's my god?
What's my god? Alright, let's get right into it, shall we? We're talking boundaries. Now, the word boundaries is being plastered everywhere. It's on mugs, it's in our Instagram captions, it's in therapy. It's a word that is used in therapy almost all the time. And now we want to know, what is this boundary anyway? Please, can you define what boundary is to you, to our guests, to our viewers?
Okay, so it's your job to define what boundary
Yeah, so for me,
for me.
let me define first off,
Before, this is me describing what
boundary is to
I'm
you.
not prescribing what boundary is. Alright, so to me, I feel boundary is protecting my peace. Whatever that will protect my peace is me setting a boundary.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So my space, my private life, my everything that belongs to me, or that can be called with my name that I want to personalize. So boundary is that thing that I set.
Yeah.
To that I set like a wall, even though boundary is not a wall, but it is like, okay, let me say it's like a gate. It's not a wall. So to prevent people from having access to that particular thing, that's what boundary is to me.
All right.
Basically.
So I think I have almost like a similar translation, a similar definition to what boundary is to me. Boundary is what you will and won't accept. It's protecting your energy, as I said, protecting your space. I think we grew up in Nigeria. I think most of us grew up, with our parents being hard on us, and saying no felt like a taboo. You always have to be there. You always have to do this. You always have to be available. It's more like a respect kind of thingy. But today we are going to like
honor.
Honor. Yeah, it's more of less like honor. So, but today we are going to dissect it because it's categorized like work. There's work boundaries, there's faith boundaries, that's church boundaries, there's friendship boundaries, there's family boundaries, the orga of them all. So we will be talking about it, but I also want to understand why saying no, there's this guilt that comes with saying no. Like, what's the origin? Like, where did it originate from? The guilt of saying no to, somebody or to a request. Where does that guilt stem from?
So, I didn't see this kind of question. But, I think it will be called a guilt if only you are in the position or you have the capability to come through for whatever is being requested. Or to grant whatever it's been requested of you. So if you say no, the guilt will actually come. But just like one of the topics we discussed, giving from an empty cup, how can you give what you don't have?
Yeah.
So the guilt comes from you having it and not giving it. And you actually you've come to a conviction that the person actually needs it and you're not giving it out. That's where the guilt comes from. But you have your peace when you know you can't afford it, even though this person needs it. So the other thing that could bring the guilt is if you have somebody you can call to come through for that person, but based on you are skeptical about not losing your own relationship with the person or not risking your own relationship with the person who has the help for the person who needs the help. So maybe that's where the guilt will come from. But you don't have it. You don't have anybody who can come through at that point in time. Then having that guilt is just beating yourself for what you did not do.
Well, I beg to differ. Some people don't have it when those requests come, but
Okay.
they tend to spread themselves too thin,
Okay.
just to make that other person feel good. They go extra length. They don't have it though, but they will go through fire. So that's where that guilt comes from. Like, they can actually go through fire to, help this person.
Well, we have different kind of human personalities.
People pleasing. That's the word. People pleasing.
See, you can actually escape from that guilt if you don't have, let's assume monetary help. You don't have monetary capacity to help someone's monetary.
But that
need.
urge to please people at all costs.
So if you don't have that one, it's just better you just give kind words. You can give kind words, motivation, encouragement. The person might need it for something so there,
Yeah.
but then you don't have it, and you don't have who to call. People have actually messed up a lot of opportunities,
Yeah.
and it is going to be difficult for some people to reach out to other people for somebody else's need, because now, especially in this country, a lot of people reserve some contacts for their own dry season. So if you are going through that
Right.
dry season and you want me to exhaust my own backup plan, it means by the time I need the backup plan, I may not get it. So, but then God can just be so merciful. You can use that backup plan for somebody else, and the person you are saving today will eventually become not even the backup plan, the number one plan you need for your own breakthrough. So it depends on the relationship you guys share,
Yeah.
and that is what we influence. Either you feel the guilt or how to address the urge to feel the guilt.
All right, so let's talk about family. When what do you do to what do you do in a scenario where a family member reaches out to you? What do you do in a scenario where a family member reaches out to you for a help and you can't offer? And then these people, they just conjure some way, and then they start talking about you that this person is so selfish. Do you know that I called Taiwo so day just to ask for just 50,000 naira, just 50,000 naira, and he said he cannot afford it. Isn't that working in that fine bank?
Okay.
What do you do when family, they call family meeting on top of your head because you refuse to help? They tag you selfish because you set boundaries, because you said no. They guilt trip you for saying no. What do you do in that scenario?
Well, this is from my own personal angle. A family that behaves like that is not just a family. It is something else different from
But
family.
we see it in every family
Yeah.
set. I'm sure that somebody's like, that's my family. She's talking about my family. So we've all faced this.
So I won't say you can't stop the way people think of what people think of you,
Yeah.
or you can't control. Let me use the word control. You can't control what people think of you or
Yeah.
how they feel about you, but you can control what you say, what you do, your own reactions and actions.
Yeah.
So now, if you're talking about family members trying to guilt trip you
Yeah.
because you
He said no, simple no.
family need to do more then. The family actually need to do more. But if in my case, I call the person, Baba, myself, this. If there's this notion now, there's this saying that if you want to know what somebody is going through, just request for financial assistance from the person. You will know what has happened in the past 5 months. Baba, I just paid my children's school fees. Even my car, as I follow it up, I take mechanic shop. That is how it is. So if it is a family, and I know that the kind of family I have, they think just as it is.
Yeah.
They don't think deeply or try to understand. I make them understand, even though they may not eventually understand, but you play your own part in making them understand. I think that you cannot do more than that. And to family members who are going through this kind of scenario where you have somebody that you have already tagged stingy, there is a saying in Yoruba land, but I can't quote it the way it is, but then you have to, let me just say it in Yoruba, then I will now
Translate to English.
So, Efiam si ayam, let the stingy man be put in
In his
stingy
place.
position.
Yeah.
You also that you are now calling somebody stingy, work hard.
Mm-hmm.
If you work hard, you won't even know that the person is stingy.
Yeah.
Because you won't have reason to ask a stingy man.
Mm-hmm.
And then the stingy man will become useless with his whatever he has.
Right.
So if you are a family member and you have somebody who is stingy, just let the person be. Try to buckle up instead of wasting and burning your energy talking about a stingy person. Just double your own also.
Yeah.
Try to sort yourself out and let the stingy man even feel ashamed that you made it without his help.
Yeah.
When he has the capacity to have helped you. So that is just what I would say in that case.
Yeah, sometimes it's not even about being stingy. It's about just maybe the person is having their last cash. The person is running on empty. Somebody cannot even give from their empty cup anyways. Maybe they even have this particular money they want to fund education or fund maybe professional certification. And if they don't put that money there, they might not be able to, do that, and they might just be stuck in one position. So family members should actually, do better and be sensitive, when they are making requests like that. And if, your child or your sister or your uncle says no, respect the no and move forward. Don't, guilt trip them. Don't say bad words. Don't insult them.
And don't be entitled.
So let's narrow down to friendship. So how do you set limits with friends? When you're rejecting, that does not feel like rejection. Like, how do you set limits, boundaries with friends that it doesn't feel like rejection?
Number one, before you make friends, make sure you are making mature friends.
How would you?
Okay, so I want to believe quite a lot of us, we always misjudge people to become our friends.
Yeah.
Because we met today, maybe at a viewing center, we support the same club, we've seen like 5 times, maybe in a week itself, we see this regularly.
Yeah.
We easily call ourselves friends, especially we guys. From hey Baba for now, before you know it, you tag yourself. You are not friends here. You have just met each other. There are a lot of things that will determine what makes somebody your friend.
Yeah.
As I am, I have quite a lot of friends because due to the nature of my job, I have clients that have turned to friends. I have friends that have turned to brothers,
turned to family.
So it depends. But before we get to that stage, it costs us something. You as a person that is now my friend, I must have done something to you that you like
to earn the friendship badge.
You understand? And you must have done something to me before I say, okay, I think I like that guy. And one of the things that we always, all these boundaries, having issues, setting limits that lead to issue, is because sometimes we misjudge somebody to be our friend. Now, you can be somebody's friend and the person is not your friend. Another angle.
You're right.
And so if you are setting limits for somebody that sees you as a tool to be used for, maybe you are useful to the person for one reason or the other, or through one means or the other, and the person is actually useful to you because maybe the person has more money than you, and you have more time at hand to help out in doing things. You may not be friends, so to say.
And some people that are actually friends, they abuse that friendship badge. Let's take for example, I have a friend. Maybe we're just 2 months or 3 months into friendship, and then she just decided to come visit me. She says she's spending 3 days. 3 days turned to a week. A week turned to a month.
Okay.
A month turned to 2 months.
Communication sets in.
Now, how do I set boundaries?
It is proper communication. See, that one is even what I like.
It's not even about proper.
See, I like that one. You know
It's beyond proper communication. Some people are gbano, like gbano. They will turn your house into their own, forte.
Yes, I understand. I've been in that shoe before. When I was on campus, this guy, it's somebody. I actually I know him before going to school. So, but then we don't talk. I just know him in the area. But after processing admission, the person that I know and he knows I'm in that institution now called me that I have somebody he's coming to your side and he's coming to that state, to the school, he doesn't have anywhere to stay and all. I took him in.
Yeah, it's good to help people.
Do you understand? And before we start to know it, gradually, this one they come with anything. His big boy lifestyle self pass my own way.
Really? Now that's an abuse to friendship.
Do you understand? Now we are not even friends. I'm trying to help. There are things you know that you should not do in a place where you are. You have not even earned
the
neighborhood.
You're even doing past the person that even owns the house.
So in that case, when you have friends that are like that, it's communication. You must have given signs. The person must have missed the signs. Then when the gestures are not working, then you go for verbal communication. Bro, what fun now? So I mean, they think, say, this one. Normally, say we just met and we are trying to grow. If you want to grow this friendship, there are things you should know about me. There are things I should know about you. And we should ignore our issues with that. That is how the communication can just start. So, but what you want to say? See, it gets something where you do, I don't like. And I must tell you. I know you say I hold you against them. But I know say you know say I don't like them. Now why they tell you? So if you tell me that kind of a thing as a reasonable human being, I should know that, I must have wronged this person and adjust. But if you are unreasonable, you will take it up and take it personal. Then it means that friendship should have never been
happened.
You understand? So we cannot move together. We outgrow friendship. We outgrow it. It's not, and if we outgrow friendship, there shouldn't be enmity. We shouldn't have issues around it. In life, let me just tell you this thing. There are some friends in your primary school that the moment you graduate from primary school to secondary school, your friendship will reduce. Yeah. There are some in secondary school that you are like this, and the moment you are actually thought of, I'm going to an institution, the friendship may not. And there are some friends you will pick from primary school till you get married, till you grow old. There are some friends like that. So you have to just discern which one is which friend for you to now see you are setting boundaries. And the moment a friend cannot respect your boundaries,
they can't respect boundaries. You have to call off the friendship.
We have outgrown it.
Yeah.
The person must have not grown to understand boundaries. So I've grown and I have scenarios, but then because of our time, let's move to the next one.
Okay, let's move to the next one. I think let's delve into church boundaries.
Okay.
Yeah. So the other day, I was on the street to do something, and then somebody noticed me on the street. So I was filling the gas. So this person is not my friend. I think we've already seen him once or twice. And he said that I must follow him I think they just opened the new church. So he said I must attend service, that evening. I said, I'm tired. I just got back from work. I just said I should fill gas, He helped me to carry the gas. He took it to the house. I wasn't expecting that. To be honest, I wasn't expecting that. So I just said, okay, like, you wait for me. Let me grab my scarf. And then when I was in the room, I heard I heard the blender working, like the rechargeable blender. I was like, who is in the kitchen placing my blender? That was like, I noticed this. I didn't like it. For me, I'm a private person. I love my boundaries. So him doing that, he set me off in a way, but, I kept it to heart. I followed to church after service. I wanted to go. He said I should wait, that everybody would come to my house. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know whether to say no or say yes. But I just, just delved into it like, okay, everybody. But I was uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable right then. But we went to, and then it was like that I must cook for them. In my mind, I had to say that I wasn't even expecting this first off. Two, I'm tired from work. Even me, gone. I don't even know what I'm going to eat tonight. I don't even know what I'm going to sleep on. It was like, this person will blend the pepper. This person will, cook the food. It was already designating roles to everybody. There were like 4 of them. I did, like, in that scenario, for me now, I think I have a problem with setting boundaries because I could have said no. But even in my house, like, what excuse would I have given them that they should not follow me to my house? Okay. Because they went against my boundaries, right in the house, even before.
All right. Judging from your instance now, this scenario we've just cited, I would say sometimes setting boundaries or putting boundaries out can be hurtful.
It can be difficult. Isn't it difficult?
It can be difficult if you don't respect, you yourself do not respect that boundary. If you respect that boundary and it means a lot to you, as difficult as it may be, you will find it easy to put out there. If you not put it out there, it hurts somebody who doesn't really understand.
That's the thing. How do you
ideology.
set boundaries without hurting somebody's feeling?
Now, it is your approach. Approach is, me, I'm key on approach a lot. People watching this may testify to it. I must have used, or I might have used an approach, and I realized it didn't go well. I'm human. I can mess up in other places. I will still try to amend. It is still another approach I will introduce to make amends.
Yeah.
So now, I've hurt you because I'm protecting myself. Ideally, it is your responsibility to let me know that it didn't go well with you. And it is my own responsibility to now say, Baba, I beg, no vessel. Now, so I just be, I beg. I didn't do it to hurt you, but I just needed that period. I'm so sorry. My intention was never to hurt you.
Right.
You have shown empathy, you've shown respect to the person. You are not the problem here. It is just the next step we want to take together that we have to address. And we're like your church scenario now. Mama, you could have just said, I really appreciate this. This is so, I love this love. This kind of love, I love it.
Yeah.
But please, can we make it some other time due to some personal reasons? To me, the use where I said it is a little polite.
Some people don't take the cue. They are adamant. They don't see the signs.
So now there are some people that are firm with their decisions. They don't give a damn whatever happens to you afterwards. There are some people like us.
I wish to be like that. Just throw it out.
Do it and carry face. The way I do it, if you want to divert that now. sorry about that. But then there are some people who are like that. They don't, in as much as it doesn't affect them, they do it unapologetically. But there are some people like us. We are always concerned about
what people feel.
And I think that is what Jesus also taught us, to feel concerned about people around us. But then you can love your neighbor
as
yourself, not that.
Okay, what if your neighbor shows up at your door unannounced?
So people read message. There is a way you can do things and you won't offend the person outrightly. If you have a sense, okay, you came to my house because I didn't expect you. I am not going to open the door for you to come in. I will deal with you outside. So if we are now attending to ourselves outside,
I wish to be like Mr. Damian.
You get the message. You get the message like, oh boy,
like you should have told me, right? You can't just barge into my privacy.
See, that one happens more with family than friends. And if you're married, you have to let each member of the family attend to their family members to address such a thing. So if it happens to me as a husband,
you will address your own family.
My family. If it happens to you as a wife, you address your own family.
That's a wise one.
There is no offense. You won't have in-law crisis. But if you have now tried, jokingly, one day, you can just say, you can even establish a conversation around it. So you won't even put it to people's face.
To them.
You don't put it to them.
They'll just pick the signal. You pick their word.
That came, I was like, you should come. If you want to come to my house, you should call me. You should let me know. So you not. They will get the message. If they got the message and they felt otherwise around it, it's easy to apologize. Mommy, I'm just saying, like, it's not as if I'm trying to point it out to you or put it out to you like that. And your wife will even say, hey, she really like it. Like, you have given your wife a platform to stage whatever you have agreed between yourself and extend to the family. So that is how I think you can address that.
All right. For the sake of time, I think we should address church boundaries also. When a worker, tries all his best, probably they had like a function, a church event that lasted up to a week, and this person was there gave his best and gave his all.
Yeah.
And then just pick a particular day after the event to rest, and then people are calling to help us with another church event or an engagement. This person says, I'm tired, I need to rest. And then they're like, that's how this person used to do, which imagine.
That is
Like,
responsibility
how do
of
you,
our leaders.
yeah, so how do you separate that? How do you set boundaries in the church in a way that your pastor doesn't get offended, workers don't get offended? You make them realize that your rest is important. Jesus even rested, God rested. So how do you make them see the boundaries without getting hurt in the process?
Oh, well, using people visiting your space.
Yeah.
In such a case, the leader of that team, maybe it's a ministry, maybe it's the evangelism ministry or caring arts ministry or whatever ministry you fall or that falls under in your church, it must have been the call of the coordinator to say, okay, let's go and visit this person. Now, that coordinator should know that you are not a coordinator to just earn a title. There are a lot of things you have to put in place. If you want to go and visit somebody, ideally you inform the person you want to visit. Hey, hello brother Damilare, we didn't see you in church today, or maybe you saw the person, but you want to know the person's house. So we are thinking among ourselves that we want to visit you. When will you want us to visit you? And I will get back to you. It's just cool that way. Now, after I've gotten back to you as the coordinator, it is the responsibility of the coordinator to now say, team member, we are going to visit Brother Larry, so date, so time. Those who are available will tell you I'm available. Those who are not available will tell you I'm sorry. That day I have an engagement. And it is easy like that. It saves us the stress of setting boundaries unnecessarily because you have helped us already set the boundaries. So leaders should also work on that one, and boundaries is quite a lot. You cannot say because your pastor is rich, is working and all, and you want to turn yourself to a pest. Or a parasite.
A parasite.
You can't turn yourself to a parasite. Your pastor too, even if he's making such amount of money, he has responsibilities. So you also should know when to stop, when not to ask. Even in friendship, you should know when to ask for stuff. You should know when not to even ask. You should know the good time and bad time. If you are friends, your friends' interest is also your interest. And it will help you respect and understand their boundaries.
Yeah, learn to respect people's boundaries. I say it again, learn to respect people's boundaries and be sensitive, do not be entitled. Nobody owes anybody any explanation. If somebody says no, you ask them for something and they say no. No is no, respect is different. Or maybe you push it to a friend that you want them to be on their on your Ashwebi train and they can't do that at this time. Don't take it the wrong way, because don't take it the wrong. People are going through a lot. People have expenses, so learn to respect people's boundaries. I'm sure you learned a lot from today's conversation. A boundary without consequence is just a suggestion. Do stay tuned for another awesome episode of the Refresh podcast. Until next time, and of course, remember to share this video if you love it. Remember to share the video and also pen down your comments, your thoughts in the comment box. We would love to see.
Yes. And if you've experienced something,
we would love to see. Exactly. We would love to engage you in a conversation. So until next time, I remain your host with the most, Adasa, and our awesome guest, Mr. Damilare. Peace out.
Thank you.